La 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 la, wait till I get my money.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Journey to Success podcast. I'm your host. You feel me? I'm your host, Mr. Desperate Brandon, joined by my co-host Wolf Braylon, whatever you want to call this man, right? Whatever you want to call this. Just call him whatever you want to call him when you see him. Just call him whatever you want to call him, right? So how you doing today, brother? How's your day going today, brother? It's going pretty well. Going pretty well.
I did a Friday payday. I'm ready to go making my day.
Oh man, shoot. Let me borrow about $100. You know what I'm saying? Let me borrow $100. But now, guys, like today's podcast, man, we had a crazy discussion yesterday. Mm-hmm. Crazy discussion. We're gonna get into that, but before we get into that, we gotta do our segment. You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
Do you know what's crazy, my brother?
What's crazy?
When you say you want to start a fitness program, but you don't know what all that entails. Let's just say you don't know what all that entails, right? You're trying to take the fitness to the next level. Mm-hmm. I've been working out consistently, my man. He been dropping the pounds, man, eating right, doing the right thing. And we say, you know what? Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're going to do 2-a-days, right? And I promise you, that 2-a-day, that 1 day, did it
that 2-a-day turned into 1 day.
Almost died on this hill out there. If any of y'all familiar with the Lawrence area, the Indianapolis Lawrence area with the hill, oh my Lord.
Hill in the back, yo.
Oh man, went up that hill.
Totally underestimated that though. Totally underestimated. I thought it looked like right from right here, it looked like nothing.
Right.
You went up that mud 2 or 3 times.
Right.
You find out what you made of.
Right. And man, it'll bring it out of you though. But hey, we gotta stick with it. So yeah, that's our you know what's crazy, man. When you start the fitness program, but you don't know how you gonna feel that next day. You know, when you trying to say I'm gonna take it to the next level, but really that next day, woo, you gonna have to rethink. You got to reevaluate your whole life. You like, okay, yeah, for real. Could barely walk that next day, but man, it was all good. Right. But man, let's jump right in. This kind of leads us to our subject of the day. Let's jump right in. I got a question for my listeners out there, and if you know if you want to answer the question, when I just drop this comment below at the bottom of this video. But is everybody capable of greatness?
I think it's kind of hard. I think everybody.
We had a discussion yesterday.
I know, it got kind of deep, and it was kind of funny how we went like this, but came back
to the same thing. Yeah.
I think everybody has the potential.
Okay, potential. I hate that word, by the way, but
everybody has. Like you was it Inky who said this? Everybody has what it takes, but everybody doesn't.
Basically, not willing to give everything they got.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's my take on that. I believe everybody's capable of greatness because I don't believe that greatness is like a fixed trait. Okay. Right? I don't believe that like people are just born, boom, out the womb, boom, it's greatness. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, I feel like the underlying thing that makes people great is effort. Right? It's effort. Like the effort. Now you could say, okay, this happened in their life, that happened in their life. But if you really look at it, it's like the effort that they put into their craft, the hours, the time they spent. Because like you look at Michael Jordan, he wasn't great out the blue. You know what I'm saying? You look at these other people, they weren't just great out the blue. There was hours and hours and hours that were put into being in their craft. And I believe everybody has the capability to do that. But is everybody willing to do that? And the answer to that one is no.
I think that's what it is.
It's the willingness.
It's the willingness.
Right.
It's your mentality. It's your drive.
So do you think that some people come out automatically?
I think some. I think. This is me. I think some people are just like some things in life are just predetermined to happen.
Right. So you think that they may come out and they have the capability, but they're not going. But they already like predestined that they're not going to have the will for
I think so. I'm staying on it. Yeah, I think that. I think there are people in this world, I think there are winners and there are losers, point blank. Yeah. And I think some are destined to be that way and some are destined to be this way.
You're right.
I'm staying on it.
Right. And I mean, And I don't know, my coach Pierre Evans, man, he said something. If you ain't following Pierre Evans, follow Pierre Evans. If he's not your coach, you're losing, right? That's my little tidbit. Because he took me to another level. You witness.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? He took me to a whole nother level. Please, I'm telling you guys, stop. We pushing pause on the podcast real quick. Join the 5th Quarter Living movement. It will change your life, guys. Join the movement. All right, push play. So check this out. So Pierre said something to me, man, that blew my mind. He was like, yo, I got respect for people who quit. He's like, no, I shake their hand. Look them in the eye, I shake their hand. And I'm like, what you mean by that? You know, he's like, I got respect for him because, like, this life, this entrepreneurial journey, this journey of trying to be the best that you could possibly be, putting in these hours, like, sacrificing all these different things, man, it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy. And if you, in your mind, have decided that that's not for you, I respect you because I wouldn't wish this on nobody.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. You have to literally be willing to go through everything that comes with this. Man, I was listening to a podcast this morning. They was like, "Oh, you gotta literally get to the point where you're gonna, whatever it takes." You don't even know what that means until you literally get in it. Like whatever it takes.
That is true.
Like if it takes you going bankrupt, you don't think about that. If it takes for you to go through this, go through that, whatever it takes to get to where you want to be, and most people are not willing to do that. And if you are the person who realizes, like, yo, I'm not on that, then I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I respect you because I almost wish that was me. I literally cannot do anything. I can't. Like, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always had that in my heart. Like, I can't go no other way. I can't go no other way. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, I respect, and I kind of, pushed back, and I was like, yo, I do respect that. So I believe that everybody has the capability, man, but everybody's not willing. So I call it will capable, right? You have to be willing to use that capability. You're already capable. You already have, I tell people all the time, the power is yours. You already have what it takes. Are you going to dig deep and pull that out?
Give it all that you got.
Give it all that you got, man. That's.
And I think, beyond effort, that's what it is. Because even before that, I think before effort, you have to make your mind up. My coach used to say that. My coach used to say that all the time. That was probably our anthem all 4 years of wrestling. Make your mind up.
Make your mind up.
Make your mind up.
Make your mind up. That you gonna win.
That you
beyond win. You gonna be the best version of yourself.
If you ain't willing to take a bite out of this table, you're not gonna get it.
Right. Oh, that's.
You're not gonna get it.
Make your mind up.
Make your mind up.
And that's real, man. Cause we had this conversation as well yesterday. Like, I was just telling like basically, like, you got this, and this going on, but you trying to build this business.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to feed all these different things that are going on, family, this, that, this. But like you said, you got to make your mind up. I made my mind up a long time ago. Like, yo, whatever it takes. Like that's. You gotta really know what that entails.
Well, you can't know, like you said, until you get there.
Or you gotta be okay. You gotta make up in your mind that, listen, I understand whatever. So, but you don't know what's gonna come. But you understand, like, okay, this is part of whatever.
I think you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't even answer that question until you get to whatever. Then you choose, like, hey, am I willing to do this?
Right. Okay.
That's when I feel like every journey, not only speaking, sport, careers, professionalism, anything. And at every point, you get to a point like, hey, am I willing to do this?
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
right, man. And you know how I say effort is the great equalizer?
Yeah.
And it is, like, effort is the great equalizer. It is the thing that pushes people who come from terrible backgrounds, not the smartest, not talented, not athletic, their effort in their craft. Now, that's a big caveat that we talked about yesterday. Mm-hmm. You have to be in your gift. Mm-hmm. Like, because we were saying, like, yeah, you could put all the effort. Like, I'm not meant to play basketball. Now, I can play, but I'm not meant to play at the NBA. So even if I put 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 hours, that's not my gift. So I'm not going to be LeBron. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if I put 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 hours, 100,000 hours into my gift, my gift. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could be the LeBron of coaching. I could be the LeBron of speaking or writing and stuff. Those are my gifts. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big problem. A big problem in the world today is that too many people are dreaming and doing other people's dreams. You're just doing it because it's popular. Like, for real, you're just doing it because somebody else is making money at it. You think you can make money at it, and you're just gonna. You know what I'm saying? You're not even focused on what you're put here for. And if you just focus on what you're put here for and beat at that, greatness is yours.
I agree.
Greatness is yours. Like, the greatness is in there. And you know, one thing, when I say effort, I think greatness comes down to what are you doing with your 24 hours? Because that's all you got. We talk about control.
A day, yeah.
What are you doing with your day? Because, like, I read this thing that said, you know, Beyonce has the same amount of hours as everybody else, 24. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, Michael Jackson, same amount of hours. And then you can't sit back and say, oh, well, they come from this, they come from that. Well, a lot of these people didn't come from great backgrounds. Excuse me, but what they did with their 24 hours. So I want to challenge you to take control of your 24 hours. You, like, if you haven't done this, if you haven't really evaluated your 24 hours, you don't really know where your time is going. You don't really know how much time you spend on the phone. You don't know how much time you spend watching TV.
That's crazy. That's true.
You don't even realize.
Look up and you get home and look up his 10, and all you do is watch TV.
Think about this. They say the average American watches TV at least 3 hours a day. Now, you're not even talking about how much you on your phone, just 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. That adds up, right? 3 hours a day.
Nothing.
That's 21 hours a week. Times that by 4. You could have took 2 of those hours a day, 1 of those hours a day, put it in your craft, 7 days, that's 7 hours, then the full week. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's them little small increments of time that if you could squeeze the life out, you could squeeze the life out of that time. I realized that the one thing that really turned it around and allowed me to produce a book, allowed me to do what I'm doing now and speaking, is that I realized that I was wasting time. That's what I realized. I realized that there's no way that I can have a business and waste time. I mean, like, we kind of even talked about this a while back. We was like, yo, when we're here, we're going to squeeze the life out of it. You know what I'm saying? When we're doing this, we're going to squeeze the life out of that time. We're going to maximize that time. We're going to maximize it. We're going to maximize our 24 hours. We're not going to, like, when it's playtime, it's playtime. When it's go time, it's go time. You see what I'm saying? And you could speak on that even with wrestling. Like, when y'all were there, it was a requirement that you were there giving your all. Mm-hmm. If, like, after that, I mean, y'all pretty sure y'all had times where y'all chilled out.
There's plenty of times, you know, you get around, dick and play around, but it's time to work. You gotta go to work.
You gotta put in the work, man.
It's just business. It's just business.
So the question is, what are you doing with your 24 hours? Because if you're not doing if you're not doing what it takes to get to where you need to get to with your 24 hours, it's not gonna happen. Like, I've cut back. Like, I don't even watch TV no more. You know what I'm saying? I may watch 2-3 shows with my wife or my family a week. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Because most of my time is going to what? Speaking, school, book. The next book, The Power Is Yours, coming out August 23rd. The Power Is Yours, the next book. I'm always trying to strive for the next thing. And I realize that my time has to be spent in those things for me to be great. For me to get to that greatness level, for me to maximize my personal success. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you can attest to that. You know what I'm saying? You can speak on.
I mean, it's simple, man. But you get what you give. You get what you. I think
you get what you give. Oh, I like that.
You get what you give. So if you put in work, you're gonna get work. If you put in trash, you're gonna get trash.
So you saying it don't even matter? So you could put an hour into it, but if it's not a focused hour of you putting all your effort in,
it's not a productive hour,
it don't matter.
You didn't produce nothing.
So you reap what you sow. You get what you give. I like that, man.
You say that any way you want. You can flip that in 10 different ways.
Right.
If you put in like this, like what are we doing here?
Right.
Like, we put in work, days, months, hours, minutes, whatever.
Boom.
Growth.
Yep.
Expansion.
Yep.
You know, and so, like, now, you know, we got stuff in the works that's we didn't
even exist.
Yeah, it came from the work 2 or 3 months ago.
And I promise you, and here's what people need to hear: when we're practicing, nobody in the room, were we giving the same amount of effort, if not more? You know what I'm saying? It's the same effort. Like, I'm
not gonna put my name on something that I'm not proud of, that I'm not confident in.
Especially the time that we getting up.
Yeah. I'm not doing this for nothing. I'm not a morning person at all.
Well, we in there.
I'm up at 4 or 5 on Saturdays.
Working
before work.
You know what I'm saying?
Before work, after work, during work. We on lunch.
We on lunch right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what we're talking about. Maximize, because most people are you're trying to build, you're trying to do the right thing, and it's like, yo, I'm not reaping nothing. But you don't realize, because you are doing the work. You are, but you don't realize that you're not like focused, that you're not like determined, that you're not like being like maximizing, squeezing the life out of that hour or two or whatever you're putting towards it. You're lackadaisically giving your time to it, and you're getting that back.
Can't go through the motions. You gotta go beyond that.
Man, life is going to get like you said. You get what you give. If you don't give your all, and that speaks to fitness, because I know a lot of people like you on your fitness journey, and I've been on mine, and I'm still on mine, right? And you don't drop the weight. Once your body gets used to working out, you don't drop the weight until you start going harder. Until you switch it up and you give more. And that's the same thing with this business. That's the same thing with any aspect.
Look at it like this. Like, some of y'all might be working out, but y'all diet is trash.
Yeah. Oh, there's other aspects. So you building with one hand but tearing down with the other.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people. That's
that's very discouraging. You can be, I'm working hard. But what you eat for breakfast? Cheeto. What you have for lunch? Pizza.
Candy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
That's the problem.
So twist that into the business.
So you're working, but in that work,
right?
What's coming out of it?
What are you actually doing? Or it's just like you doing all this good work, but then on the back end your character ain't right. You doing a bunch of stuff that you know ain't gonna get you to where you want to go.
You can't just change. Like, you have to change all around. You have to put in that all in every facet and every thing you're trying to do. Right. You can't be good here and slack here, or slack here and be good here. You have to be conglomerative. Boom. Everything has to rise up. Like,
and that's not easy to do.
He can't get better at speaking if I'm not getting better at coaching.
Right.
I can't be a good coach if he's not getting better at speaking.
Right. And if we're both not getting better at people, neither one of them is even effective. You see what I'm saying? But see, you just said something. You just said something a couple seconds ago, man. You're talking about change. You're talking about change, and I really want people to get this, because like it's gonna all come down to how bad do you want it. Yeah. How bad do you want it? I used to ask people that all the time when I used to train people. How bad do you want these results? Because the fact that we're coming here, we're working out, and you go home and you smack a pizza, or you go home and you go to McDonald's on the way home, you do not want it bad enough. And it has to be deeper than just the way you want to look, obviously. So look, I used to tell them this, like, look at your kids. Don't you want to play with your kids?
Yeah.
Look at your husband. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Look at what you want to be able to do in life. Don't you want to be able to be healthy? Don't you want to be able to enjoy what you're like? You put in all this work into your business to have wealth, but your health is bad, so you can't even enjoy the wealth. So how bad do you really want it? Because if you don't want it bad enough, you will not have it. So I need everybody out there to hear what I'm saying. You have to have a reason of why you do what you do. Like, I don't work out.
There it is.
I don't work out for me. Like, people really think that I wake up every single day at 3 a.m. and I'm putting in work, and then I go to the gym at 5 and I work out. They think I'm doing that for me or something. And I promise you, if I did not have a family, I would never do it. You know why? Because I never did it. You know what I'm saying? What, me having a family, me waking up every single day and looking at my daughter, looking at my son, looking at my wife, looking, you know, like going to my mom's, like, I realized that my mom struggled to raise me. I got a reason. If you don't have a reason, you can't, like, you cannot sustain any type of success in anything. My man, like,
I'm so grateful, man. I'm thinking of, like, what you talking about. All I'm remembering is just, it all feels like wrestling for me, man. Like, wrestling changed my life.
Yeah, I seen it.
Wrestling changed my life. Wrestling gave me the mental fortitude, the mental strength to understand what needs to be done and to get it done.
Right.
Mine, like what you're saying, what's your reason? Because, yeah, you want it, but one thing I don't know, wanting it is not enough.
Right.
Wanting it is not enough. Everybody wants to be a champion. Right. Everybody wants to be great.
Right. Everybody wants more.
Wanting it is not enough.
Yep. Wanting it is not. It has to be, man, it has to be intrinsic.
Right, man.
All this extrinsic stuff, man, all this, I want the money, I want the car. What are you going to do when you get it?
Yeah. Then what? Okay,
it doesn't last. Like, I promise you, man, at no point are we ever thinking about ourselves.
No.
Like, every time we come in here and we work, we thinking about other people. We just serve. That's all. That's what we're focused on. We're focused on helping young men and helping young women who are growing up in similar situations to how we grew up on helping them develop and excel in life, past whatever we can reach, past that. We're trying to get them the game. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're not ever thinking about this.
This is a map, man. Follow the map.
We not
work,
serve. Like, develop yourself. Focus on your process.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people say the process, like that's kind of ambiguous. Yeah. Focus on your process.
Everyone has a different journey.
On your process. Focus on your process and learn to measure your days. If you're not measuring your days, then you don't know if you're getting, like, if you measure your days and you say, boom, okay, I got that done, I got that done, I got that done. I learned this thing called 10 before 10, and this is being a part of Pierre Evans' group, the Fifth Quarter Living. They bring, like, he has people who are successful. They talk to us and they give us some coaching, right? So check this out. The guy, I can't remember his name, man. I can't remember his name. It's gonna piss me off, but I can't remember his name. But he said 10 before 10. Before 10 a.m., he has a list of 10 things he has to get done. 10 things he has to get done, and he knows that if he got those things done, then he's gotten himself closer to his success.
Yes.
Because those things are contributing to his success. If he gets more than that done, guess what?
Plus.
That's
excess, overflow, even better.
You know what I'm saying? That's even better. So if nothing else, make a list of 5 things that you have to get done before a certain time and measure that. Okay, boom. Like for me, it's like there's at least 5 things I need to get done before 7 o'clock because I clock in at 7. So I have to wake up. I have to have my spiritual time. That's the very first thing I got to do, right? Then I got to write my book. I got to get in the book. I got to practice speaking. I got to work out, and I got to read something. Those are 5 things that I know if I do that daily, it's going to compound over time. The compound effect.
Great.
That's a great book you need to read. Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. That changed my life. It taught me about
the way to be decisions.
How to get the most out of life. How to get the most consistency. Every single day I have that list. I can measure my days. I can measure, like, I know I killed these 24 hours. I know. And if I don't do those things, guess what? You have to put a punishment behind it, okay? No fun this weekend. No this, you know what I'm saying? That's an hour of my free time that I'm going to take back because I did not get these things done. And I promise you, if you do that, that is a formula, man. I have witnessed, like, we don't talk about stuff that we haven't implemented on this. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't talk about stuff that we just read. You know what I'm saying? We talk about stuff that we have lived. That's why it's called The Journey to Success, because we're trying to help everybody on the journey. Every time we get to go somewhere else, learn something new, apply it to our life, get results, we want to look back, boom. That's what this podcast is about. This podcast is not that, we're up here and we're trying to be, no. We're giving you things that we've applied that have worked, that have produced fruit in our lives. You see what I'm saying? It's a journey, man. It's the journey. But I'm telling you right now, everybody, we're going to close on this. Everybody has the capability. Everybody has the capability if you're willing to give it your all. If you're willing to do whatever it takes. If you are willing, come hell or high water. It's almost like when you get married, right? It's almost when you get married. They say, for better or for worse. A lot of people ain't ready for better. They ain't ready for better.
They ain't ready for worse.
They should have just stopped right there. No, excuse me, sir. For better. Because that's what this thing is about. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're trying to be the best in your business, the best in your space, or whatever you're trying to do, it's for better or for worse. It's for better or for worse. You get what you say? What did you say?
Get what you give.
You get what you give, guys. You get what you give, and the amount of effort that you put towards it. You see what I'm saying? Because you can say you get what you give. You can say, well, I did read today, but did you really focus? Did you try to apply it? You know what I'm saying? You can say, well, I did work out today, but did you really challenge yourself?
Yeah. What did you
push yourself? Yeah. Like, or did you do the same thing that you did every day, like just walk the treadmill for 30 minutes? Or did you actually push yourself? Because if you don't push yourself, there's no growth. If you don't challenge yourself, there's no growth. Man, we want y'all to win. We want you to win, but I want you to stop acting like you have time, guys. Like, for real. Stop acting like you have time. Because none of us know if we're going to live tomorrow. I can't stand when people bank stuff on tomorrow. I can't stand this.
Tomorrow. Or later.
Yeah, I can't. Listen, tomorrow, literally, right now, in this moment, tomorrow does not exist. It's like Santa Claus. It's like a fairy tale. It does not exist. Tomorrow does not exist. Ask somebody who didn't make it to make it. You know what I'm saying? And we look at, oh, well, I'm young, or this and this. I'm telling you right now, you don't have time. You don't have time. Now, I'm not telling you to rush anything. Have patience. But don't be lackadaisical. Don't be complacent. Don't put stuff off to tomorrow because it does not exist. Listen, guys, I can't wait for you to see the next episode on the Journey to Success podcast. We'll see you here at the same time next week.
Check back.
Be great. Be great. The power is yours. Before I forget, guys, I gotta promote my book, Get Back Up. It's about developing a champion mindset that says no matter what happens in my life, I will get back up and I will find a way to win. Hear me, despite your shortcomings, despite your failures, despite whatever happens in your life, you can get back up and you can turn it around. Get a copy of my book. I'm gonna drop it down at the bottom of this video. Be blessed.
People suing me. I'm on TV talking like it's just you and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosbys. I ain't go to